as an artist, I feel like success comes from doing what makes your heart happy.
Welcome to the Artist Journey podcast by Contagion Media. Contagion Media is an art agency with the mission to make artists and their art more important and more available to you. In the Artist Journey podcast, we've taken a myriad of different artists and creatives and talked about their journey, their recent milestones, and certain boundaries that they've crossed or broken through. In this episode, we have Krysta Alyse. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much for having me. I'm really excited.
Of course. No, I love it. I'm imagining that we're going to have a really good conversation. How many times have you got a chance to sit down and talk about it?
I've never done this before. Okay. So I feel really honored to be a part of this.
We're going to go over the whole journey today.
Perfect.
Okay. So in this episode, we're going to dive into the world of hair, and not just everyday hair. We're going to get into this beacon of alternative aesthetics that kind of has mastered vivids and extensions and ways of bolstering people's self-esteem with their looks, right?
Absolutely.
All right, awesome. This episode has been sponsored by...
Oh, hi, I'm Gabby. I'm a runway model. What do I do with Contagion? Well, that's bigger than fashion. Contagion Media is the content marketing agency that was built by artists for artists. Our mission, to make artists more important. We have photographers, designers, models, and musicians. If it makes noise or turns heads, we're all in. Because in a world that runs on trading attention, Contagion Media is the team that will connect you to your loyal audience.
To get started, visit contagionmedia.net.
I like to start these journeys, obviously, chronologically. So for Krysta, where did the artistic eye or the creative mind start? Where did that begin?
That probably started when I was 13 years old and I just found out what being emo was.
Okay, yeah.
And
okay.
Sally Beauty existed, but my mom took me to a salon, and it was a really old school salon.
Okay.
And I wanted this like Jeffree Star scene ass haircut.
Yeah.
And the lady looked at me like I was insane.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So,
yeah. I should have saw that coming.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, okay.
So my mom bought me a little razor comb, and she said, I'm not going to pay for you to get your hair done anymore, so you can do it yourself. Wow. So I went to Sally Beauty, and I fried the shit out of my hair for years.
Okay, sure.
Absolutely years.
Yeah.
So I had a pixie cut for like 6 years.
I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel it. You know what's funny? I don't have much hair, but my dad got me to using clippers on myself. So I cut my own hair and I shaved my own beard. And I've been doing that since I was 15.
Oh,
so
nice.
I've had a lot of years of alignments all over, because precision work is hard. And with hair, once it's gone, there's no...
It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Unless you get extensions, which is what I do.
Okay, so 13, mom help us get started.
Yes.
Shout out to mom.
Yeah, shout out to mom.
Okay.
Biggest
awesome.
supporter.
With the beginning of our journey, that's not necessarily where we find ourselves or become self-aware. Where did we really come into what we are now or begin that journey?
That was actually really recent. I want to say about 3 years ago.
Okay.
I made the jump to start my own business.
Ooh,
and work out of a place called Drop Dead Hair Studio.
Okay.
In Mesa, Arizona.
Nice.
And it changed my entire career.
Nice.
Yeah, it was really nice because prior to that, I had worked in a lot of different blonding salons because that's kind of all we really have in Arizona.
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of my time was spent just trying to be somebody that I wasn't and like push out art that was accepted by society.
Yeah.
And I didn't really feel like there was a place for me
Yeah.
until about 3 years ago when I started my own thing. And now I really like to focus on doing things that make me happy and feel fulfilled when I go home at night.
And less marginalized.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. I understand that. I do. Where you're at now, how would you explain how you've overcome those years to others that may find themselves in that exact same place out here or elsewhere?
I would say after each day, when you go home and you're by yourself, really reflect on your day and ask yourself if you did anything that day to make you happy and make you fulfilled.
Of course.
Because I feel like a lot of people just go through their day doing what they feel like they're supposed to do. But as an artist, I feel like it's really important, and success comes from doing what makes your heart happy.
Yeah, and expressing it. Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah. Okay.
Hi, my name is Krysta Alyse. I work in Mesa, Arizona, and I specialize in vivids and extensions. So I would describe my aesthetic as just generally alternative. I like a lot of heavy eyeliner. I like colored lashes. I have a lot of tattoos. I like wearing a lot of black. I also am kind of into the clown core recently. I also kind of like looking like an emo slut. Only sometimes, though.
Random question. Do you enjoy your creative space more with your own looks or when you're using somebody else's?
Own looks as in what?
Like when you're doing your hair or when you're doing hair, do you prefer or do you more enjoy doing your own or do you enjoy doing that for somebody else more?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I love looking at myself. I gotta be honest.
I love
me
too.
It.
Me too.
But, that's a great question. I love my career and I love being able to do it for whoever needs to feel any sort of self-expression for sure. And that's something that I've struggled with my whole life. So I feel like for me personally, it's so near and dear to my heart, changing my hair all the time because I love the shock value. Yeah. I admittedly love attention.
Yeah. Okay. So what's the audience or the community that you really truly like to serve? I
love anybody who feels like they're on an alternative wavelength. I really like anything that's out of the normal Pinterest, blonde hair extensions, which I think is beautiful. And there's a time and place for it, absolutely. But that's just not what makes me happy. And that's
there's a whole world of beauty.
Exactly, absolutely. Yeah, I like things that are unique. I like doing things that somebody would look at and be like, maybe not that girl. That's what I love.
The shock.
Yeah.
Just, and making somebody address your art.
Yes.
And, that's been a devilish habit of artists since we've started, right? So I feel that. I like that. But what I also like to do is bring in the world of realism because art is hard and expressing yourself is difficult, maybe even more so today because we're also interconnected, right?
Definitely.
So what are some of the low points that you've reached and what's something that you could tell everybody else that would help them at least stay aware of themselves and be cognizant of what they truly desire in those times?
I think my lowest point was the year before I started my own business. And I was at a blonding salon that I wasn't very happy at. And it also was around the time of COVID. So I wasn't really able to push out a whole lot of art. I wasn't allowed to do a lot of things. So during that time, I feel like that community that I was a part of wasn't, I don't know, I guess very supportive of the art I wanted to do.
And you was having the last straw.
Yes, I was. And I felt very pushed down. I felt like I needed to mask myself and just go with what everybody else wanted to see. And I actually decided to go to real estate school.
You know what? Because that was you answered my next question, because a lot of times when we want to be artists in this world, we also have to be able to provide for ourselves. So I was going to ask you if you weren't able to do hair and if that didn't happen, what were you going to get into? So you would have been Alyse.
Listen, I didn't want to do real estate. I thought it would be a cute little, let me bake some cookies and do an open house and make money. That's not what it is. So anybody that wants to go to real estate school, you might want to research it a little bit more than I did.
Yeah. So Krysta Alyse never gonna be on the...
Definitely not. If I did anything else besides hair, I would definitely go back into like the music career that I wanted to start. Yeah, for sure. Don't really know if I would have been able to sell a house because I don't know anything about that. And I thought it was going to be a lot of me baking cookies for an open house and wearing cute heels.
Yeah.
And that's not what that is. So got out of that.
Real estate school is not all cookies and high heels. I hear you. And honestly, it's something that we all have to address as artists because sooner or later we have to persevere, right? Mm-hmm. So what's one way that you really chose to stand out since then? Like, what would you say your unique or signature go-to theme motif?
I like to look like a clown.
I hear you. Tell me about it.
I like to do the most all the time because I feel like that part of myself was suppressed for so long. I wasn't able to look different or as different as I wanted to look.
Now we relish the extreme.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So I wear like Gene Simmons makeup to work now, and I have squirrel bones in my face. So
I do like this.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I do like this.
Thanks.
It's subtle. It's nude color.
Yeah.
Right? Bone color, right?
Yeah, it's bone color.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey guys, what's up? It's KBR, and today I'm getting my hair done by Krysta Alyse at Drop Dead Hair Studio. After years of putting it off, I'm finally getting my dream pink hair. Let's go! Krysta Alyse is a world-class hair artist specializing in vivids and extensions. She works out of this really cool alternative hair salon, and I just love getting my hair cut by her. We actually went to the same high school. We've been creating content together, and she finally convinced me to just go pink, and I'm really excited to see how it turns out. I've been growing my hair out for years now just for this moment, and I'm glad I know a hair artist I can trust. She also likes to use foils with cute designs, which is a nice touch. I can't believe she got it this blonde. I thought this was gonna take all day, but it's going by way faster than expected. No complaints. Krysta and her assistant Lexi Rose have been so much fun to work with today. Wow, it's looking really pink. I love it. Like, who is this? Like, is this me? What a glow up. Shout out to Krysta Alyse.
What is your dream project, or what is something that you've worked on that's been memorable, or both?
Okay, dream project first. Back to the clown thing. Mm-hmm. I would really like to do some sort of collaborative photo shoot with a couple of different hairstylists that I look up to, and do like a circus type.
Tell us who they are.
Okay.
Inspirations.
I would really love to work with Drop Dead Christy. She is actually the owner of the salon that I work out of, and the owner of the extension brand that I work with. And she's one of my best friends, and she's so talented. She's inspired me. Shout out to Christy. Yeah. She's done a whole lot for me, so I really appreciate that. Nice. So I'd obviously love to work with her. And then there's an artist who I really look up to. Her name is Kayla Boyer on Instagram. She is really unique and very talented, and she's actually a part of our Drop Dead Extensions Elite Artists team as well. So I think it would be really cool to work with her. If I were to name one more, I really love Mermaid Hair. She works out in Ohio, I think. And she's also a part of the Drop Dead Elite Artists team. So I would just love to do some sort of alternative circusy, bright colors. Like,
the brand loyalty runs deep.
It does.
I dig it. And for that reason, we talked about all of those years where we felt stagnant and unappreciated and overlooked. How has your journey been transformed since you found this support?
I feel like everybody that has supported me has really pushed me into a place where I just don't really give a fuck anymore.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like I'm not looking for any kind of reassurance or, Like I find that within myself now, and I'm very proud of everything that I do now. So it's nice to feel like I'm not looking for validation in other places.
There you go. I know that's right. Hey, and I've been there. So, Krysta, I really want to take this time now to showcase and kind of be less humble about our accomplishments and anything we've achieved along our journey. Can you tell us that?
Last year, I got a really cool opportunity. I was nominated for a hair award show called One Shot Hair Awards. Okay. It's an international competition. Nice. And I ended up getting top 5 in my category.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Thank you. Yeah, I was really proud of that. That's like...
Damn, I am too.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. And that experience, how was it for your journey? Like, where did it take you after that? Was it a high for you?
It definitely was a high for me. Absolutely. I was able to go to Texas with a couple of my friends who also got nominated.
Nice.
Yeah, it was really cool. And it was nice to be able to like go and be a part of another community where it's like everybody is just excited to be there, very proud of their own work. And yeah, I thought it was a really cool experience. And I definitely rode that high for like a couple months after. It was very inspiring to me.
Okay, nice. And then touching on morale, I've looked at your content and everybody looks so happy and their hair looks so expressionistic. What would you say is your overall mission, and are you achieving it right now?
My mission is to make every single person that sits in my chair feel their most authentic self. Nice. So I really like to focus on not necessarily what would be the prettiest thing on you, what would fit your face shape. Because I honestly think that all of that is bullshit.
Right.
I think that however you want to look is the way that you should look. Absolutely. Yeah, I think that it's really important for people to have whatever is on the outside look like how you feel on the inside. Hi, I'm Krysta. It's Maria. And today we're going to do a Vivids and Extensions transformation. I'm going to go ahead and lighten everything that we previously did and kind of let her hair tell me what I'm going to do. Let's go.
Hi, my name is Jess. I work at Drop Dead Hair Studio with Krysta. I'm her assistant right now.
Having Jesslyn take out her extensions right now, and then we're gonna go ahead and bleach her color block. I usually like to let my client's hair kind of tell me what we're gonna do, especially when we are working with Vivids. So she doesn't know what we're doing, I don't know what we're doing, but we're gonna find out together. Usually working with Vivids, when you remove blue tones or green tones or purple tones, a lot of residue is kind of left in the hair because it is a hair stain. So it kind of depends on how well it comes out when we are doing a color remover. If there's a ton of like teal tones that are left, you can't necessarily do anything like a bright yellow or a bright pink because you have a lot of counteracting tones. So I usually like to kind of let the hair tell me what I'm going to do. I like to enhance tones more than I like to try to correct tones.
She's taught me a lot about extensions because that was one thing that I kind of struggled with. It wasn't something I was super passionate about, but working with her and seeing all the fun art she makes on people's heads with extensions has really helped me find my love and passion for that. She's just such an amazing person through and through.
I have an answer to this based on what you've been telling me, but I want to hear what you have to say for our audience. Even if it's someone who's not in your chair, if it's just someone who sees your hair, what is your place in the world for your art, and then how does it, contribute to society?
I think that anybody who sees me could potentially get inspired. I know that every time I see somebody that looks alternative or weird or different in public, I'm like, oh, I could try that. Like, and also good for them for feeling so confident in themselves.
That was my answer. I knew you.
Yeah, totally. I think that that's so cool. When I see people that look different, I'm like, that's a bad bitch.
All right, awesome. And honestly, I love the fact that in a space where, in a time where we have to conform to so much, there's no choice. We have to do it certain ways. There's not a lot of freedoms in how we have our day-to-day lives. You say, fuck it, I'm going to throw whatever I want to up here because that's how I feel. And giving that to other people, I think, has been very therapeutic. And I think it's even cathartic because it's expression. like living, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I really enjoyed seeing that content from you. So in this space, I like to bring creatives in and go over some of the things that may be more or less untalked about in our line of work or in our journey. So where are some of the areas in your life that have had the most struggle since you've been on this path? Or what's one major adversity that you had to overcome?
I feel like with how obsessed I can be sometimes with my work, it's difficult to find a work-life balance. So I've been trying my best to make sure that I spend time at home with my husband and my dogs and my bearded dragon, and he's so cute. And I also really try to prioritize spending time with my mom and my sister and my dad and everybody that's been a significant supportive community for me. It's really important for me to spend time with them, and I feel like sometimes I don't do a great job because I'm so like into what I'm doing. But
has it been burdensome sometimes having all of
I feel like it has. Yeah, I really wish that there was more hours in the day, because I love the amount of time that I spend on my craft, and I love creating, but I also love spending time with my family. So it's really difficult for my brain to like focus on what I should be doing at any given moment. So it's definitely a struggle still.
I get that. What is one way that you've learned to move through that difficulty for others? What's one way that they could maneuver through that?
Definitely setting boundaries for yourself. And
that's important every time.
Yeah, for everything. Really, setting boundaries is important because, at least in my industry, it's easy for somebody to text me and be like, hey, can I come in Friday? But I don't work Friday. And we just be like, oh, there's, I can come in for a couple hours, like no problem. But then you end up overworking yourself. And I've done that multiple times where I just keep going.
Throw yourself into it.
Yes. And then I end up burning myself out too. And I feel like I start getting less and less creative, and I stop enjoying it. And it's like you really have to set aside time for yourself to refill your cup and make you happy.
I found myself going through that at first, but it's easier with music because I can kind of say, okay, these are enough songs for a project, or I can just cut an EP for 5 songs. Right. So, but when you're styling other people, there's an endless ocean of opportunities.
I'm on their schedule.
Yeah. So I get that. Oh, I'm glad we touched on that too for our conversation and for the audience as well. What's one lesson that you could leave with the audience today that would help them along this same journey?
I think the biggest thing for me, at least, has been stop caring about literally anything that anybody feels.
Yes.
Because no matter what kind of art you put out, no matter how good or talented you are, somebody's gonna fucking hate it.
Yeah.
So knowing that, if you're gonna put out something that is conformative and they're still gonna hate it,
right,
why wouldn't you put out something that you love and that you're happy with?
And that's unique and
authentic. They might hate it, but they're going to hate it anyway.
Yeah.
So you might as well like it. You know?
Okay. This episode has been sponsored by...
Hi, I'm B. I'm a model. What I do with Contagion Media, that's bigger than the beauty industry. Contagion Media is a content marketing agency built by artists for artists. We have photographers, designers, models, musicians, and more. Our team specializes in content marketing. Our mission? To make artists more important. Because in a world that runs on trading attention, Contagion Media is the team that will help you build your world.
To get started, visit contagionmedia.net.
So, Krysta, before we conclude this episode, I just want to get one really good description of what it is that you do and the techniques that you've learned to master in hair.
Absolutely. I do vivids and extensions, and I specialize in anything that's alternative, anything that's different, colorful, anything that's 24 inches. It's my favorite thing to do.
All right. Nice. Awesome. Perfect. And so if anybody wants to follow the brand, see what your work has done for yourself and others, where can we find you?
I am Krysta Alyse on Instagram. I'm also Krysta Alyse on TikTok.
Thank you for listening to the Artist Journey podcast by Contagion Media. Until next time, we have Krysta Alyse and myself, Ja Harris. Connect with our team at contagionmedia.net. See you guys.